Hello, my name is James, I'm the Mayor of Jamestown, and today we're going to be looking at the ever wonderful Cara, also known as Serket. So, anyone that watched my summons video, I got pretty lucky with some of the characters I got. I'm pretty pleased with most of them, and one of them was Cara. Now, Cara, as you can probably assume by the massive poison scorpion tail, that she is a poison character, as demonstrated by her skills. So, first of all, we've got deals damage to an enemy equal to 100% of attack with a 45% chance of inflicting diseased, which means they cannot be healed for 2 turns. And then you can increase the damage, increase the trigger chance, increase damage again, and trigger chance. The diseased is nice. The diseased, very nice. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for her passive, which is amazing. So each attack poisons the enemy for 2 turns or inflicts an extra poison debuff for 1 turn if already poisoned, providing that you have it. What's the word? Ascended. Evolved, whatever the word is. I can't remember the word. And then on top of that, you've got her ult, which deals damage to all enemies equal to 100% of attack and inflicts speed down, which is just nice in general, and poison for 2 turns. So her basic attack will cause poison for 2 turns, or it will increase the poison that's inflicted by her basic, and then this will also cause poison. What's her captain ability? Increases ally accuracy. Okay. Not as I was hoping it'd be like, oh, more poison procs. So yeah, she's really fun. She's a lot of fun. Now, admittedly, she's not. I've not tried her out on waves or PvP or anything like that. I don't think she really shines. Her AoEs are nice, but with that, you're spreading out with too many targets that poison probably isn't as useful as it could be in other elements. But in places like, you know, Chronos, Apep, the Shimmerers, Sonic and Ritual Miracles are basically where she's really good. Because the entire time you just have a massive raid boss to focus. Which means you just get stacks upon stacks upon stacks. It's fantastic. Now, I will admit, we'll look at those in a minute. I've only got her Ascension to 4. The increase in accuracy is kind of required to make sure that you get as many sort of poison procs as you can. And also, she needs to, you know, be alive to keep doing her poison procs. Honestly, when it comes to her upgrades, I don't think they're very good. You can probably keep her as like a base level and you probably wouldn't have any complaints because this can't be upgraded. This increases damage, but you're not, with this character, you don't really need the damage. You need her to be alive to keep triggering poison, but that's about it. The 60% chance to do disease is ideal, but the likelihood of you putting in 4 Abilimon and you magically somehow get this only, it's kind of unnecessary. This can't be upgraded, and then this is just increased damage, and then cooldown reduced by 1 turn, which is fantastic. This would be really nice because it just means you proc more poison, but you've got to go through 5 levels of just increased damage, which again, I don't think is really necessary. It depends on if you want to build her for attack or for poison. I think building her for attack is completely pointless, but there's no reason you can't do a bit of both, get a bit of damage in while you're doing poison, but I think she truly shines when she's, you know, alive, ideally. So the way I've got her built is not final at all, just because I've pretty much just built her today, so there's a lot of sort of testing going on. So we've got the speed buff because she basically needs to be as quick as possible so she can do as many poison stacks as she possibly can get out. Nothing impressive here. Again, nothing particularly impressive. She doesn't need crit rate or crit damage. It's just what is on the stack that I've got. I didn't want to invest in too much, and this was a spare speed one that I had going free. Again, nothing special about this one. Defense bonus. I can't decide on whether I want more defense or more HP with her. Because basically, I want her to be alive for as long as possible, but I'm not sure if defense would do that better or if HP would do that better. So I'm not convinced on this one. The extra speed is nice. The rest of the thing ain't great. It needs to be replaced, quite frankly. I've got this one on accuracy only because I already had this at plus 15. Probably shouldn't have plus 15'd it, but you know, it's too late. I've already done it now. Her accuracy, because of that, along with some other stuff, is now plus 64, which is really good. So I might keep this until I find a better replacement. Because I think when you ascend her, I think she has... what? It was a plus 20... no, it's plus 15 to accuracy. So she'd go up to 79. Which, if I'm not mistaken, the most accuracy you can get is 80... because I think there's always a 20% chance to miss, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing you can really do about that. So yeah, I think accuracy probably has its uses. You could also just do HP bonus so you don't die. And then this needs to be speed, because again, you want her attacking as much as possible, so you can do as much poison as you can humanely get across. But I don't have any speeds for this particular set, which I'll talk about in a minute. So yeah, this is just the sort of the only one that I got that was both defense bonus and had a bit of speed on it. There wasn't much I could do. So with this one, it grants a 30% chance of extending the poison and bleed debuffs inflicted by one turn. There might be better options on this one for her, but considering that her whole kit revolves around poisoning people, I thought it'd be fun to see if we could just get more extensions on the poison, because then you get more stacks and more extensions, and then it gets to a point where you're taking like 20% of a boss's life, 30%, depending on how quick you can get your character. So basically, she's just a lot of fun. And honestly, you don't really need to upgrade her. I think the cooldown reduction of this would be nice, but you know, there's a lot of investment, and if you don't want to invest a Billimon into a new character, but you just want to have fun with them, Cara is definitely a decent way to go. But let's stop talking about it and just sort of show off what I mean about why she's so fun. Unfortunately, I can only do Chronos 9. I can't do Chronos 10 because, let's be real, my team, they're just not built properly. Like, Gabrielle, her relics aren't good. Yesuha, again, her relics aren't very good. Same with Henghua. Nama, again, not great. I just don't have great luck with relics at the moment, and I also don't like investing into relics because I don't like spending money, because I hate being low on resources. I like to make sure that I always have a backlog of them, but it is what it is. But let's make a start, and we can demonstrate what's so fun about her. So obviously in waves, she's not great. Obviously she does a bunch of poison and whatnot. It's not a massive deal. We've got Nama to just sort of speed us through anyway. So that's the first wave dealt with. Let's get this one dealt with. Yeah, as unfortunately, she's pretty useless on waves, but that's because I don't have any attack built for her. She might be better with attack. She also might not. I'd rather her just be alive for as long as possible. You could also maybe be a bit cheeky and do a Hades set, but I don't think you'd get enough value out of it, honestly, to keep her alive as opposed to some other sets. Plus, you then miss out on the speed, which is very unfortunate. So it is what it is. Right, wave nearly done. Right, now the fun part, which is where you just watch Cara, Serket, whatever you want to call her, just build poison stacks upon poison stacks upon poison stacks. Now, I'll say this now, Nama's probably going to die. There's not much I can do about it. He's just not. He's not built as well as I'd like him to be. Look, we've already got 3 poison stacks. Yeah. Go, hurry up with your animations. So we'll just wait for some more stacks to show up. There's some now. That's 8k damage. So, obviously with poison, every poison stack is 4%. So this is currently 4%. Once another one comes, 8% now. That's defense and attack down. Boom, he just loses 8% attack each time that happens. And what's nice with Chronos is, I noticed this one time, when you do, when you stack a poison, and it, you know, survives, and he manages to kill one of your team, and proceeds to attack again, because he's attacking again, the poison also procs. So if you've got like 2 stacks of poison, someone dies, then 1 proc goes because he's done an attack, and then someone died, and then the poison procs again because he's attacked. It's a weird loop, and you know, it's never ideal that one of your characters have died, but if your characters do, you get the poison proc that little bit faster. So yeah, that's Cara in a nutshell. She is a lot of fun, to be honest with you. She's so much fun. She's anything interesting? No, that is straight trash. Flat HP, you serious? And accuracy, that's not ideal. Yeah, she's just a lot of fun, to be honest. What you can do if you want to be a extra little bit of cheeky is I like just threw on a Hades set on Hall to see if the poison would be a little bit dumber with Hall, and it kind of is. So my Hall isn't built at all anymore. He used to be, but then I just kind of fell out of love with him just because he doesn't do as much as I would like him to. But his passive, when when ascended, causes poison. Now, as you can see, that's a lot of poison procs. So we've got her doing 2 poison at least a turn, and then him also possibly applying a poison per passive strike. And with everyone on a speed set, that's a lot of passive procs, providing they hit. He needs accuracy, which I don't think he really has. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't think it's as successful as with my other DPS Nama, but that's mainly because Nama does a lot of damage just on his own, whereas Hall's passive is kind of rolling the dice of whether it'll actually land. But look at this is absurd. Look at the enemies. Who is it? Look, 1 stack, 1 stack, 1 stack, 1 stack, 1 stack, 1 stack. So that's what? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. That's 24% HP damage, and this is on a wave. So as soon as her turn, as soon as it was, I can't speak anymore. As soon as it was going to be his turn, he'd be dead. Now imagine that on the raid. So we've already got 2 stacks. Every time Hall does a basic attack, not basic attack, every time Hall does a passive, which will be followed by any other unit attacking, stacks get applied. So now we're at, what, 4, 8, look. 12, 16. I think that was what, 24%? I think he would have gone down by, yeah, 67%. It's absurd. Basically, oh, bit of lag there. Basically, Cara's already a lot of fun. You can combine her with any DPS and it'll probably work just as fine. But if you want like a whole sort of poison thing going on, drag Hall in as well. You can also probably get away with bleed, but I can't remember what bleed does. And I don't know if there's another character out there that does poison. If there is, let me know, because quite honestly, I would love to have a team of just 3 poison DPS units and then a couple of healers keeping everyone alive, and then that is it. That would be absolutely fantastic. The only thing I can think of that... Oh, Hall's dead. That is unfortunate. The only other thing I can think of to make the team a little bit more interesting is possibly putting someone like Ollie or Li Ao as captain. Just because of the speed buff, which means, you know, more speed means more attacks, means more procs. But by doing that, I lose the HP bonus that Gabrielle provides as team captain, which might make them a lot more squishy. But if you apply enough poison that they die before they can kill you, then, you know, the best defense is... The best offense is a good defense, but, you know, in this case, an even better defense is just to have killed the other enemy before they can kill you. These are just straight trash. But yeah, that's Cara. She's a ton of fun. I'm really glad I built her. She's nowhere near complete, but she's a lot of fun. Heavy recommend if you're looking for a bit of fun and a bit of jank with a poison team. It's a bit of fun. It's not to be taken too seriously. Yeah, there are probably better DPSs out there, but watching a boss lose about 30% of its HP just because it's about to attack is really amusing to me anyway. But that is it for now. Thank you for those that stuck around until the end. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And until next time, goodbye.